gameplay mechanic, since they'd have to they'd be ruining places that you can swing from.
Mm-hmm.
Gas.
You're on Twitch.
Hello, Twitch.
Hello, Twitch.
Welcome back to another episode of Waiting for Players. I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrett from Bad Flicks fame.
From Bad Flicks fame?
Yeah, we're famous over Bad Flicks, right? Right?
Yes.
Talk about us
I'm
all
Peter.
The time.
Again?
Yep. If Peter would show up, I could be Josh, but I'm Peter.
But you have to be Peter.
Yeah, it's a hard life.
So today we're playing Attack on Titan.
Yes.
John
Woo.
is...
Oh, no.
Not going to tell us anything else about it.
He's intensely trying to fight a Titan right now.
Well, Attack on Titan is literally just Attack on Titan, which, like, everybody in the world's seen, right?
Nope.
Nope.
So
What kind of friends do I have?
The good ones. Now keep talking.
Did you see me subjugate that guy?
Yeah, you
So
subjugated
did
the
all the
crap out of that
listeners.
abnormal.
Yeah, no, you have these giant titans, which are eunuchs.
Till you get the mod.
To get the dick mod Garrett wants so bad.
Just install it on his computer one day when he's...
I don't have this game yet.
No, and you have
No,
what's
on his
called
computer.
maneuver gear, which is what shoots these grappling hooks from my hips. And swords, and the only way to kill a titan is to chop it at the nape of the neck. And you
So-
can launch up stuff and boost.
You're super maneuverable, but they have every other sort of advantage on you.
Yeah, they'll grab you out of the air.
They will chomp you. Your swords also... Do they get dull in this game? And start to deal less damage, and you have to change out the
Yes.
blades?
Oh, no.
So that's a big part of it.
So you see how my swords are red and my gas is red down in the bottom left there? The top one is my sword, or the bottom one's my sword and the top one's my gas. And so once that runs out, then I can't maneuver anymore.
Oh, they totally do
And
destroy
there's refill
buildings.
stations.
And disappear.
Yeah.
There are refill stations and people on my team, but I have some stuff I can use to refill now.
So you can
Before I run out.
change out his blades like an X-Acto blades.
Yep.
Like almost literally.
And then you take your gas, he knocks the tubes out, slides in the new ones. Pretty sweet little animation. And I am almost dead.
All right, well.
Well, we'll watch you die.
Yeah, where's your HP?
I honestly...
So this is also our first show of the year, too.
It is our first show of the year,
Happy
yes.
New Year's for everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good.
We got some
Decent
snow.
time.
Yeah, we did. Decent amount, actually.
It's still here.
Yeah. It'll be here for a little while.
Well,
It's not
since
warming
I'm
up.
Peter, I know that I was snowboarding and skiing the whole time.
You've seen way more snow than us then.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy. We were
How
all
was
up
it?
in Canada and shit. It was nuts.
Damn Canadians.
was
Always
nudes.
stealing our
Damn
podcasters.
Canadians.
Always. Who else have we lost to Canada?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds.
Wasn't he Canadian to
He
begin
started
with?
from Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we stole from them that
Yeah.
time. Then. Every once in a while, you know. Every once in a while, we get a good one.
Like Pam Anderson?
Was she
Right.
Canadian too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
I
I didn't
mean,
know that. Just seems like weird trivia.
it is.
It's
exactly what it is. Yeah,
I love-
this
Get
game
the
looks
news?
really
I am,
fast.
yes.
We'll
It
just
really
keep
is.
talking about Canada for too long then.
Yeah.
All right.
I blame them.
Can't we just? Isn't that okay?
So,
Blame Canada.
speaking of Canada, Germany is considered throwing fines at Facebook for keeping fake news posts up on people's feeds for over 24 hours. And it's a hefty fine.
It is.
A hefty 500,000 euros?
500, yeah, which is
As it
$522,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I wish more countries would do that. Like, I don't know, just giving out false information like that there are too many stupid people out there to not realize that there is false news and not everything you read is true.
Right.
Is anybody else sad by the fact that we have to do this because people are so dumb they can't do their own
differentiate?
research?
I mean, a
can't
little
figure it
bit,
out.
yeah.
You mean babysit adults? It's
Oh,
been
it's
going
so
on for
fucking
years,
obnoxious.
man.
And then, like during the election, every Facebook post people read, they're just like, "I saw it on Facebook." I'm like, "Oh fuck, you're right, silly me." And here I get my news from reliable sources.
Well, maybe it's time to move back to Germany, John, where they're not going to allow Facebook to do that anymore.
Back to Germany. Is that like a back to Africa thing?
I know. Germany's a better place to move to than Africa.
I've never been to Africa, so I don't know.
I mean, I've never been to either, but I'm just making wild assumptions here by what I've seen in movies.
By amount of deadly creatures.
That too. That's a big factor on my list.
John's out of gas.
I'm so out of gas.
Scooting across the ground.
Derp, derp, derp. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad. I mean, they do give Facebook 24 hours to delete the post, which, I mean, is fair. You can't sit there and monitor every single Facebook post that gets posted constantly. But yeah, once it's reported that it is fake news and they are made aware of it, they'll have 24 hours or pay. Those two dudes are kissing. By the way, John was walking up to him.
Different
like they were
cultures,
smooching.
John.
But yeah, 500,000 euros. And I mean, I know that's not a lot for Facebook, but if it happens enough, it will be.
It adds up, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be enough for them to do something about
And
it.
it said they would have to create like country offices and stuff
to
take
watch
care
that
of it.
shit, yeah.
That's fucking. I mean, if they want to, I don't know. Do you have to police social media now?
There are that many stupid people, John. So yes,
It is unfortunate.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean,
is
a
what
quick
it is.
Google search usually takes care of any sort of question you'll ever have. So I don't understand why people don't just do that, do a little fact checking. But
More
Google-
people than you think don't know to just Google search shit. So
that's true.
Google sometimes just echo what you've already know, like what you already think, and like, you know, I mean, it's not gonna, it sorts results like that based on what you've searched for, you know.
right, but it's still a way to find more reputable.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I'm not saying don't
you know.
Google it because
Yeah,
I mean, Facebook is gonna do that far worse, but
but taking news off of Facebook as truth is just the same as, like, you know, just some random person telling you. Hey,
well, my
did you hear
dad
that?"
says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did actually. Yeah.
Taking news off of a podcast, you know, it's the same shit.
At least we actually fact check.
yeah, if they cite sources, you can always go to the cited source and find it out for yourself.
Or Google search it.
Yeah. Bingo.
But yeah, so Facebook, police your shit or help us get rid of a large chunk of dumb people.
Stupid people genocide. Oh, take it easy over there, Hitler. Fuck. Facebook's gonna start the cleansing.
Jeez. The cleansing.
Moving on from that, though, Tesla's autopilot was actually pulled something pretty badass recently. It detected an accident before it was going to happen for two cars in front of the car that was the Tesla.
And what did it do? Block him?
No, it starts beeping. It's the thing to let you know that you're about to get in an accident.
Yeah, it set off its, like, frontal collision sensors or something, alarm.
For a car that was, I don't know, probably a good 20 yards in front of it, there was hitting a car in front of that one.
Still potentially prevented him from having an accident.
Oh, absolutely.
So that way he knew
Gave him
time
a
to slow
split
down.
second of a heads up that something was going on.
It shows you the good that can come from automated driving.
More
Well,
precision than
computer
a
At least
human.
automated, or at least assisted. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Computers' reflexes are way faster than ours.
It picked it
Yeah.
up on its radar, so there was no line of sight. You wouldn't have been able to see it.
You can't
before
even
it
see the
happened
car
because there was a car in
that's
front
about
of
to
him.
get hit.
Radar. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and they said that apparently that sometimes it will bounce underneath a car or around a car to pick up something in front of the car that's in front of you.
So does every like Tesla use a different frequency on its radar?
That I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
That's
Don't really
curious.
know the technical details of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, I was just thinking.
like a lot of people pointed out, if all of those cars were automated or assisted, that accident would never have happened. Then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it happened on the Autobahn, and just one car plowed into the back of another one. But yeah, I just thought it was amazing that that their new software update was able to recognize that.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I was seeing this simulation one time of how, like, what intersections would be like with just fully automated cars.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
like,
super
you never,
smooth.
Yeah, you don't have to slow down you don't have to stop for any intersections because the
Oh,
cars
because they
are
just
just
pace
They weave.
themselves.
yeah, they're communicating with each other so they can all just slow down and time each other just right. So just keep going.
That
you
would be
know.
wild.
Yep. Just
That'd be
weaving.
intense to be, and you'd be like, shit, 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 shit.
Oh,
Shit,
Don't
shit,
look
shit,
at the
shit.
road.
Yeah, just don't watch.
I don't think.
At first, it depends on how much faith you put in your car, you know, and
mean,
everybody else's cars.
If you're letting it drive for you.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that's true. But moving on from that, Washington is about to get a new area code.
Different
Oh.
area code.
564 or something
Yeah, it
like
is
that?
564, and it'll be up in the same areas that 360 is used.
And 425, right?
Let me look at the map again. I don't believe so. I thought it was just the 360
I
areas.
thought there was 2 different areas that it was going to be used in, north and south, which I thought was odd. Just like outside of Seattle, Tacoma area.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but both the north and south areas are 360 areas that it's being used in.
The reason I
See?
linked this story in the chat is just because that means the population of Western Washington
It's getting that much bigger.
has
They-
reached the point where 360 is now entirely used up, or will
Yeah.
be very soon.
Will
Yeah.
be soon, yeah.
That's a little disconcerting because Western Washington's already very populated. It's not the most populous area in the country, but still, it's
climbing.
It's getting fucking crowded, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowded enough to add a new area code.
So stop moving here, or stop.
Yeah.
having
Yeah,
kids?
get the fuck out of my
Go
state.
back to fucking Canada.
It's
And
shitty.
quit having kids.
The weather's terrible. Just don't come here.
It rains all the time
And if it's not raining, it's snowing.
Yep. And the snow's wet.
Yeah.
from the rain that just happened,
Yeah.
and then it
It's mostly
freezes.
rain.
Then it
It
freezes.
just all around sucks. Don't come here.
Keep the lie alive.
Man, John, you were destroying those things.
Yeah, they're cardboard or wood. they're not exactly what I would call.
Where's the real challenges?
He's subjugating them right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
I'm also playing on easy mode.
Oh,
So what if you play on hard? Does the cardboard attack back?
yes.
Does
Most
you can get a
likely-
wicked paper cut?
It's probably just harder to control. This is like one of those games where I feel like the controls should be one of your biggest enemies. You know, I don't think
It
it's
was in the online version that they released for this game,
which I
that we
really
used
liked.
to play in
yeah.
the browser.
Do you like that one better too?
I personally do. Yes.
I do as well.
This looks like Devil May Cry flying,
It does.
like Devil May Cry grappling hooks and flying. You know.
I never played Devil May Cry, so I cannot make the comparison. Ooh, don't hit him from the front.
It's just like a fast-paced
Slasher.
Hack and slash.
hack and slash. Yeah.
We this next story, the reason that I brought it up is because we covered it back in September when it happened. But SpaceX has released the results of their investigation as to why their rocket exploded in September last year.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of technical jargon in there that I did not
I
understand.
recognize some of these words.
Yeah, but from what I gather is they had a liquid oxygen leak, and that liquid oxygen ended up getting so cold it became solid oxygen, and then when they went to go separate, it caught fire, if I'm not mistaken, and I very most likely am, but that seems to be why that happened.
So it was an alien interference.
Yeah, well, it was solid oxygen that then exploded.
Kind of alien.
I was gonna say that seems a little alien to me.
You're a little alien.
Well, you get it cold enough.
I am kind of a little alien.
You got a little alien.
Oh.
So it was the oxygen in between the layers on the helium tanks to keep it cool, apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
This says the conclusion they reached is one of the 3 composite overwrapped pressure vessels inside the second stage liquid oxygen tank failed. The failure was likely due to the acclimation of oxygen between the COPV liner and overwrap in a void or a buckle in the liner, leading to ignition and the subsequent failure of the COPV.
Huh.
So that's why
why
it fell.
explosion.
That's why explosion.
Thank you, Adam.
Yep.
And
I
then
wasn't
boom.
talking to you.
I don't care. Yeah, my show.
I'm gonna skip all of the cutscenes.
We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever watched the show, you know the story.
Exactly.
Nope.
Well, you're all missing out then.
Well, since everyone's watched the show,
Well, you know where there's a place that everybody probably has watched this show? Korea. That's where our next news story comes from.
Ooh.
Korea's giant robot takes its first steps with a pilot inside of it.
Korea's competing as well.
I believe
This robot's not for that. I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's not for that. They're just making a giant robot.
Yeah.
Dang.
I believe their plan is more like to use this robot for just to go places inaccessible to humans.
I see.
Kind of thing.
Hopefully they make a bunch, and then we get giant mech fights on a regular basis.
You know what I want? Giant construction robots. I think that would be sweet. How cool would it
Sure,
be?
it'll happen eventually.
How cool would it be to like look over in the like skyline and just see like 3 giant robots like handing each other giant building parts and stuff?
That would be pretty rad.
Right?
I'd be all right with that.
Till it became terrifying. Till they woke up.
Yeah, I don't know. Just anything about giant robots kind of makes me excited.
It really does.
I think it's a big step.
And it's a
Giant
huge step. Like this,
humanoid robots.
yeah, this was actually got a
Yeah.
pilot inside. It's not
All
remote
the
controlled
puns.
anymore.
Big step.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Huge step.
The biggest.
It's the best step. Trust me. Ask anyone.
Oh,
God damn
man.
it. Well,
Did you watch the little video of the robot?
I did not watch a video of the Korean robot. No.
It
gonna
moves
watch it
pretty
right now.
slow, but it
I
it
assumed.
gets there.
Is it legged?
Yeah, yeah, it's
two-legged?
bipedal.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell that technology is still a ways off before
Before
they're moving around like you would.
Before
you
it
would hope
moves.
So.
Yeah.
that you really want it to.
Yeah.
Before you get both legs off the ground at the same time.
I mean, it still looks like it's like 20 feet tall, though. It's a big ass robot.
Yeah, it is pretty big, and there's a person inside it controlling it.
Yes.
So.
I'm so about that. I think that's awesome. I just can't wait to see the fights. The giant robot fight is going to be
Amazing.
so
Yeah.
cool no matter what.
I'm not big for violent sports, like contact sports. Like, I watch 2 people kick the shit out of each other. It can only be entertaining. That can only entertain me for so long. 2 giant robots fighting each other, however,
And that can go on a little longer.
constantly.
Funny you guys bring that up.
Why?
The next news story is
Oh.
all about megabots.
More giant robots, yes. The the American Megabot picks up a car. So it's got
What?
the robot
you didn't watch
has.
the video yet? It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
I wanted to lie and say yes, but I think my surprise has already told everybody.
That's only a
what they
5-minute
needed to
video.
know.
And basically, so the robot, as we've talked about before, has interchangeable arms. So they can just hot swap, giant chainsaw or
God, the chainsaw is sweet.
was one of the
Auger.
ones that they had
The
was
auger.
Yeah.
the auger, and then like a giant net, like a net catapult as well, or a net
No,
cannon.
no.
No?
No, they had a stump
Doesn't
grinder
seem very
though.
effective.
Yeah,
I saw the others. The
Stump
stump
grinder's
grinders
And the
one as
stump
well.
grinder's like the main one I want to see.
Yeah.
'Cause that thing chews through shit.
The one that's the giant drill bit.
No, that's an
No,
auger.
that's the auger.
No, that's
the
the auger,
auger's
okay.
weak.
The auger sucked. It was the stump grinder. It's a disc. Like it's a disc saw.
Oh, yeah, I
on the
noticed
end.
some- yeah.
Pizza cutter.
I would have figured that the auger would work to penetrate like the midsection of the other robot.
no. Just
Didn't-
bounce
did
off.
not to work
I guess
out.
that's true. Yeah.
Think about trying to get a screw
It
into
needs
a
some
board.
tuning
you know?
also, though, I think. You know.
Yeah.
I
think
just like the whole video is very like hammy and like it's all cheesy. And
All
stuff.
of the videos.
Oh yeah, all
yeah.
of them have been.
But up until the point where they're like, "All right, pick up the car," and you're like, "Ah."
Yeah, so they made 2 arms that are just normal-looking arms that have pincers on the end, and then they just reach down and pinch, and then pick it up, and then move it around, and then drop it.
They have another video on their, I think it's either on their Facebook or maybe it's just a short one on their YouTube
It's their main channel.
Uh-huh.
Of holding the car with one hand and spinning it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait. What is it, like 2 years out now? The fight?
I don't think they ever came up with a date.
I thought they were trying to do it by like 2018 when they first announced it. I could be wrong. You're most likely right. They probably didn't put a date out.
I'm gonna
They
see
probably
one of
wanted to
them.
make sure they could
Get it
have
completely
built and
done,
working
yeah.
First, yeah.
Not try and rush.
I think it's getting pretty exciting though. Just watching it pick up the car and
Mm-hmm.
it's awesome.
We're getting closer and closer to them
Yeah.
being done. It's not just like, oh, it's a concept. Oh, we figured out how we're going to, do its feet or do its, its
Right.
how it's going to move around.
They also got since that video, they also got a more powerful engine because they were upset with how slow it was moving, basically. So they've got a more powerful engine now, and they had to install mufflers on it because their neighbors complained.
Really? Oh.
Apparently their neighbors are like a recycling unit, your recycling center or something.
And it was too loud for the
And it was
recycling.
too
I was
loud
like-
for them. Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
that seems like they got some loud equipment over there.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I mean, I would understand it if it was like your home that was right
Right.
next to that, but must have been loud as hell then. Go fight that big ass one, John. Don't be a pussy.
I want to
I'm
see
about
one of
to.
them use like an abrasive, like shoot sand at the other one, like a sand.
Oh, okay, yeah, the
and-
robots. I was like,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to see the giants shoot sand. I mean, I've never seen the show.
Just like sandblast through their wiring.
Sand cannon.
What's that?
Just like sandblast
Oh, just like a big sandblaster at the end of the arm. Just
Yeah, exactly. Like
stuck
getting
in there.
into all of their gearing
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh.
If you at least if you could get to like hoses or
Yeah.
something, you know.
You ruined my robot. That was the fucking point.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Aiming at their knees so they have a real hard time walking and are all off balance. Well, depending on if Japan's
How they
is
work,
walking.
yeah.
But the new video is the frame, like the final.
Right,
frame.
right,
So
right.
it's-
That's the platform.
It's how tall it's gonna be. It's more what the final product's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Now,
So.
I imagine for this fight, even though they can fit real people in them, that real people are not going to be in these
That's
things.
the whole point of the fight is that there's 2 pilots in each robot.
I feel like people are going to die.
That's the danger of it. That's
Yep.
why they have to build it to a point where it protects the pilot too.
Where no one dies.
Fair enough.
That's why we watched that one video we watched where they
With
were
the cockpit,
testing. Yeah, they
yeah.
were testing out the with the accelerometers and stuff. You
Right,
see-
that was pretty much the point in destroying the other,
Yeah,
the
the Mark
older
II.
version of it. Yeah, was so they could see where the weak points were and what they needed to modify for the newer version.
Well, I mean, hopefully nobody does die, but
That's the hope.
that's the hope. But at the same time, I mean, at least they died fighting in a giant robot fight.
There's worse ways to
There's
die.
absolutely worse ways to go out than that.
Tell my story.
Oh man,
so hopefully the fight is awesome, and then we get more teams coming in on this.
that would be awesome.
That would be
Yeah.
rad.
Get Switzerland in on this.
And then it's a battle of who builds the biggest robot.
Yeah.
The biggest usable robot. though.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
gonna be Russia.
I don't know.
Saw Roboto.
No, I saw it. I saw Pacific Rim. Russia's badass.
Yeah, that's one of the best looking Jaegers in
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah. That movie was actually really good. I saw it for the first time on New Year's Eve with you guys, actually.
rewatched it recently.
Such a good movie.
It's really good. I love that it is not ashamed or sorry for what it is.
Yeah.
It just full steam ahead giant robots versus monsters.
Oh yeah, no, that's what makes it good. 'Cause it's not trying to be anything else.
Yeah, like overly serious, or this could actually happen.
You could
like,
see it just as a straight anime or something. Like,
Oh,
it
yes.
doesn't, you know.
like nobody ever brought up. Oh, there's so much destruction in the cities. Like, don't care, fight monsters.
Yeah.
What if these monsters are actually just trying to communicate?
I gave it a virus.
Yeah.
Gave it a computer.
Give the monster. a
But I think
computer
that
virus.
does it for the news, doesn't it?
It does.
I think so.
It
yeah.
does. It does. So, John.
You gotta hand it off, boyo.
John can start
Alright.
telling us about this game now.
Yeah.
Now that you've gotten past the tutorial a bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've got more to do. So this is an Attack on Titan game. It's kind of similar to the one me and Garrett here used to play with like our friends Peter and Lenny. But that one was a lot more complicated than this one is. Now I haven't played in hard mode, so if hard mode makes it as complicated as I'm about to describe, then forgive me.
It's true because we are playing on easy right now.
Yes. So it may be controlling a lot more. I don't know how much more you could really control with a controller. We were playing previously on keyboard and mouse, which
Excuse me.
X.
X.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
And
Look
A
how
is
he
boost.
crotch thrusts.
And Y
to
is
fire.
slash. So in the previous one, you had to shoot both anchors independently.
And it was wow.
It
Yeah.
was hard to do. And then you had your boost and your swords, and you had the same stuff you have in this standalone game here that they've created now. That costs a lot more money than the one that costs nothing. This one kind of does all the controlling for you. It makes it really easy.
You can hold X. I've noticed.
Yeah, and you can it'll just launch you across town. And then you need to hit right bumper to target him. And then if you use your right thumbstick, you can move up your anchor point. There you go. So those are the active anchor points you can select from.
The red
And
ones.
so you got to get to the neck, right? So move up with the thumbstick again.
The right one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to hold X. I see.
Yeah. And then when you stop swinging, like a direction, you'll pull into him. You'll retract. and then you can boost and hit Y. There you go. And then
Nice.
subjugate them. I love that.
Why is it called subjugation?
I don't
Because
know.
it's English.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess.
Oh, belly.
That was
Belly.
Prager's.
Yeah, that's a big old Prego one. Titans in this game are just big, smiley, eunuch beasts with no... Not even eunuchs. They're just... What do you call it when you have no sexual organs
Eunuch.
whatsoever? Is it just a
Asexual?
unit? Asexual?
Well, that's just when you don't reproduce.
That's just when you
Yeah,
don't
it's
want to have sex.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's big monsters. They'll grab you out of the air and they'll eat you. They eat your friends. When you kill them, Garrett, they can drop gear for you. So, one of the things about the maneuver gear you're wearing is it operates on gas, which are those canisters on top of the rectangular boxes from his hips. The bottom blue bar is his gas meter, and the lower one is his sword meter. So, your swords actually wear down, and then you can switch them. It's pretty easy. There's people out here. Garrett's recruiting some people now. I'm making him join him. He's going to have a little team together.
Oh, and there's a smoke signal. Do I have
Yep,
to
go
follow
help
that?
your buddy.
Oh.
No, the game, the storyline follows the show really well. The problem is I've already seen the show. So I didn't buy the game to watch the show again. And there is a uber fuck ton of cutscenes in this.
Ah.
Like a lot. Now,
So-
it does a good job highlighting, but...
Do you think you could play this game and not watch season 1?
Oh, easy. Easy.
Where is that?
No, I mean, but and then
Oh.
still but then go into season 2.
Oh, well,
Sorry, I
I
should've
don't know
finished
about
that
all that because
question.
I haven't done it, and I've skipped most of it.
Okay.
I've watched the starts of them. I watched the first few cutscenes because I did kind of enjoy them. But I just quickly realized I wasn't gaining anything from
It's
them.
the same story.
It's the
though,
same
so,
story.
yeah.
Like, shows him in his childhood when he saves Mikasa's life when the thing kills her parents or whatever. Mikasa. This is Eren Yeager that Garrett's playing as. He's the main character in the show. Mikasa is like a secondary main character, kind of. She protects him. She comes from a long line of ninjas.
Right
So
bumper, Garrett.
she's more
What's that?
Right bumper, Garrett. Say lock on.
Thank you.
she's more skilled at this than he is. So in the show, she protects him. But like it even covers that storyline and even shows the story where like her parents die and he was there to help her. But the game in itself, while it is a lot simpler, and I agree with Garrett that it's not nearly as satisfying as the other one was. Once you mastered the movements in the other one,
It felt so badass.
it really did, and you were like shooting like tree branch to tree branch with your anchors. And then where you anchored your thing chose how you flew.
Right, right.
Whereas this just flies you straight the direction you're pushing with your joystick. And again, if it doesn't work that way in hard mode and you actually control all the anchors, then forgive me for my lies and slander.
So, how long have you been playing this? Because this game looks rather repetitive.
I've put in 5 hours so far. Haven't wanted to put a whole lot more than that into it yet.
Okay, so it does
And
kind of
it
wear on
was
you.
how much?
I got it for $30,
But it's
Really?
normally
60
Oh.
Steam sale. So I was like, I'm gonna go for it, and the reviews are really good. So I think the people might enjoy the online gameplay more so than the story.
Oh, there's an
mode here.
online.
I'm
Yes.
sure the online, especially if you're playing with your bros, would be a lot more fun.
It is a lot more fun because then you can coordinate and
Yeah.
stuff. Because the thing about the Titans is on easy mode here, they're not very.
Challenging.
No, they're not even responsive. Like they don't go for you. But
Oh, they
like
just
just playing on
bumble around.
online for a minute, the Titans were way more focused on me when I got close to them. They wouldn't show me the nape of their neck to attack them. And so then you would need buddies to like distract while you try to get around behind the Titans so you
Right.
can. If
Or
you need to
vice
switch
versa.
out your gas, for instance, Garrett, if you hit left on the D-pad.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay,
I saw it.
you're just healing.
Yeah.
But and then you also get a little red icon with a grapple symbol that shows up if there's nothing in range to grapple, which will not happen inside the city for the most part. But
Do you go outside the city very often?
yeah, so that's actually what I was saying is I haven't got outside of the city yet. But that's what I'm looking forward to is when you go on the scouting missions outside of the walls and you fight in like forests and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like to me that so
Those were the way funner missions online on the
oh yeah, flying in the city was cool. Like
once you got the hang of it though, it was just like swoop in between the buildings to get
it
enough
was pretty
speed to
much
fly
all it
over.
was. Yep, and then figure out how to launch over the tops when you needed to. But the attacks in the other one were way harder. You actually had to execute techniques like the sparrow maneuver or whatever, where you twirl at the nape of the neck. It's freaking hard. Swoop them. This one, you just got to hit Y and time it, and as long as you time it remotely close.
It looks like you could one hit him too, but then again, you are on easy, so I'm
Well,
imagining that
they
they'll be
were
harder
one
to
hits
kill.
in the show for the most part. It's just a matter of landing a good hit. So you have to chop. They chop like a wedge out of the nape of the neck, and that's the only way to disable a Titan. Anything else, you will not kill it.
Why so?
They don't know yet, because
plot.
once they're dead, they disappear. There's not like big Titan corpses for them to
Eat.
They just know that they were people, and they don't know why the people changed into what they are. And season 2 is probably going to start getting to that, because like Eren Yeager discovered in the first season his dad's laboratory and all this other stuff, and so it definitely leads you to believe that this is a man-made problem. And I don't know if Eren's parents were involved or if they knew about it beforehand and were trying to figure out a way to counter it, but I'm sure they'll get there. But all in all, it's a fun game. I don't think it's a $60 game. I don't really know what they were.
$60 game to me.
I don't know what they were thinking when they priced that. $30, I'm gonna be hard pressed to get my $30 out of it. You know. At the same time, it is
Unless
very
you play
fun.
like you said online.
Yeah, and if honestly, I would want to play it a lot more if my friends were playing.
I would play it if it wasn't $60.
Buy it for me, man. Buy it for me. I'll kill some giants with you.
See,
I mean,
and
I will
that's
subjugate some large Abnormals, yeah.
anomalies. Ooh, another flare. Yeah, all in all though, oh yeah, you can buy gear and upgrade your gear.
Like DLC buy? Or
No. In the game, you get these slips. They're like mission slips. I can't think of the term for them, but basically they're papers, and each thing costs a certain amount of papers and money. And at the end of the missions, you gain stuff, and then you can buy like upgraded gas, like canister, like gear, maneuver gear. So the gas lasts longer or something, but there's always a downfall. So something gets boosted. There's always, you have the average gear that's kind of like
Average.
the most evenly placed among all of them, and then some that have like really cool up effects, but everything else is kind of lesser. You can get like crazy sharp swords, but they break down faster. Or you just get average swords that last pretty long and are pretty sharp. So, but you can upgrade your gear and stuff too. There's also a skill tree where you learn new maneuvers and abilities. So there's still a lot more. I have to play a lot more before I could really decide how much I think, this game is worth. Because there's a lot of stuff that I haven't got into just playing. So
Right.
I do think it's fun. I do in a way like that it's simpler to kill stuff. I like your gas animation. It's just a cool game. I really like the show. If you like the show, you'll probably have a way higher chance of enjoying the game. Otherwise, it's just a weird giant killing game to you. And they're so creepy. They're so wild.
On a side note, John, would you play a Full Metal Alchemist game?
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, fuck yes.
It better be a fighting game.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, when you say fighting game, you mean like Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yes.
Oh, no, I meant like a hack and slash like this.
Oh, no.
Or
I don't-
an RPG.
Absolutely, like throwing up
RPG.
walls and like all kinds of... Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, that movie that's coming out for Full Metal Alchemist looks
In
so
Japan?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to keep up on that. Ooh! I didn't know you could chop his arm off.
What? Yeah, you just
they're
always
all
went for the
targeted, man.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never...
In your training, it said there were 35 possible body parts, and you killed, like... You only chopped off the necks, so you missed out on a shitload of body parts.
Yeah, well, I was just always going for that kill shot. See, I never even tried for anything else. I used the other anchor points to get to the neck. Like...
It says use right trigger to fire...
But I'd be
decisive
chopping
battle.
legs off and arms off. Oh, you're shooting a flare.
I don't know what that means.
It's a
You're
decisive
calling
battle.
for help.
It's a decisive battle signal.
Oh, you...
Looks like you're super boosted there, buddy.
Looks like I'm stuck.
Well, calm down.
Now I can't get free.
Take a breath.
Get him. Get him.
He's all Rooney.
Like
Oh, did you just... Okay. I thought you just grappled its non-existent dick. But it was your no grapple icon coming up. Oh, I was hoping you'd chop the whole head off. That'd be epic. Yeah, this is about Not
The game?
No, I mean, you're gonna, like I said, you
I
get
feel
to
like
choose too
Spider-Man sometimes.
which core group you're gonna join. So you can join the military police, you can join the advanced scout group, or you can join the one that just kind of defends the outer walls.
Does that give you a different storyline?
Probably.
Or you can join the Ubermensch.
See,
Or
the
the
police
SS.
the police group is for pussies because they only work on the very inside walls near the king. So
What
people
wall
that
is
never
that?
want to see Titans,
Go for the police group.
yeah. Now you have to be the most skilled to be in it, but it's dumb because in that society, and they even talk about it in the show, you have your most skilled people the furthest removed from the threat to protect the people
They're most
empowered.
important.
The royalty or whatever.
Exactly.
yeah.
That, whereas theoretically the most skilled people should be on the front lines or scouting and trying to retake their land, so they can expand. And the walls have names like Wall Maria and something else and something else.
So
I
are
can't
there
remember.
different multiple cities?
Yeah, there's 3 walls. So the very outermost wall has like farms and stuff and like kind of your slummy villages.
Uh-huh.
The next one in is still kind of just like your generic, we'll call it like middle class. And then the innermost wall, because it's the most protected, is where all the royalty and rich people live.
Oh.
Yeah, where they probably eat meat and stuff. Oh yeah, officers get to eat meat. Most people don't, so that's another reason. I would honestly be an officer just so I could have a steak. Like, it's like, sucks to be all you peasants down there with no meat.
I like potatoes.
Uh-oh.
That was
Yeah.
spazzing out.
That's how they run in the show, man. It's terrifying.
Full spastic.
Fabulous!
Dude, just full-on terrifying little kid.
Yeah, dude.
Why isn't it ignoring you? Because it's having a fantastic time.
Dude, I'd be ignoring them too.
I like how even though they're on ropes, they just fly in a straight, parallel line with the ground.
With each other,
Yeah.
too. Like,
Mikasa's a beast. Ooh, flesh.
so yeah, they cut that wedge out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they get the meat for the inner ring. Is that flesh.
That's just the napes. The napes of the neck.
The
Maybe
napes are
that's
the,
the only part that
softest
doesn't
part.
disappear.
It doesn't actually kill them. It's just the best meat.
Yeah.
There's tons of ways to kill them. That's just the best cut.
Hey John,
Yeah.
how do you say this show's name in Japanese?
Attack on Titan.
No, it's
Shinjeki no Kyojin.
Yojin, yeah. I was thinking that was a different show for a second. God.
I was just seeing if you knew your shit. Giving you.
Back when this show came out like 4 years ago, I could have answered that no problem.
So it doesn't have that much of a lasting effect on you.
It's they freaking did the show before the manga was complete. So they ran out of material and had to stop forever and then let the manga build up so they can make more seasons. This is literally the most watched anime of all time
Not by me.
Me either.
by other people.
I've seen a few episodes.
There are other people.
That's about it.
Unimportant ones.
Yeah. Ha.
Your kids watch it?
Yeah.
No,
So-
no. I've watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Did you
of it.
watch with your kids or
No, just by myself.
just you? And
Yeah.
you didn't like it. You didn't like it. You
Huh?
didn't enjoy
No, I liked it. I just didn't finish it.
it because you liked it so much.
No,
Hey,
Wow, that one is tiny.
speaking of
He's
like,
terrible.
just got other shit to do.
speaking of like
Yeah.
anime-esque shows, did you guys see that Voltron's coming back this month?
For season 2?
Season 2, yeah, January 20th.
I still have to finish season 1.
Yeah, you do.
It was really good and I was really enjoying it. Something came up and I quit watching it and then just never got back to it.
First episode was good.
Yeah, the first hour one. Yeah, the other ones are only 20
That's
minutes.
awesome.
Yeah.
I would play the shit out of a Voltron game too.
Yeah. Depending on what the game was. I mean, most
Voltron
likely.
racing game.
No, man. You
racing robot
Dude,
lions.
I would be about that.
I think it'd be fun.
When did they race in the show?
Was I
They
just-
race for their lives all the time.
Shut up, Adam.
Voltron in VR.
There you go.
That would be rad.
There you go. Adam's onto something now.
You know what would be... I almost said Point Break. Pacific Rim would be really fun in VR too.
Oh,
robot
man.
versus monster fighting game where you actually punch with the
And
Do
controllers.
you have
the
to sync
treadmill
with
and
your
stuff,
homie?
too?
Do you have to sync with your homie?
You have to like tether yourself to each other.
You gotta dock.
All right.
And we get to do like sweet arm poses at the same time, like ready.
Yeah, but you can only use the sword at the very end.
Maybe, I mean,
Yeah, right.
if
What
there
the fuck was that shit? When he's like, boom, sword, and you're like,
I brought that up the very first moment it came out, and it one-shot that thing. I'm like, why do you not lead with the giant monster-killing sword? Like, you should just be
Dude.
standing at the portal, swinging it every time one starts to come through. Just heads off. Head off. All right.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim, damn you. That's good.
Little off topic. So, John, anything else you got for us on Attack
no,
on Titan?
Like I said, if you're a huge fan, you can check it out. You've obviously seen some of what it's like, so if it looks good to you, man, go for it.
I mean, I've never watched the show, but I've seen enough little clips and stuff here and there, like GIFs on the internet, to where I know what it's about. Or at least I know what goes on in
honestly,
the show.
If I could go back in time, I would unbuy this game.
That's a
But
bummer.
unfortunately, I've played too much.
You tried to
I
refund it. Sin.
I just don't think I'm gonna. I don't think it's got the like long-term playability in it.
I mean, at least you didn't pay $60.
Yep, that's a good thing. But now I've got a $30 game that I'll play a bit.
At least
sometimes.
play.
I'll play when I get bored.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
when
at
I'm
least try
like,
and finish the
Want to feel
storyline.
kind of badass.
So when you're done with Counter-Strike or Rocket League,
there will never be a time.
I think that's the joke.
But when Counter Strike is down like it was,
yeah, I saw that.
fuck man, it wasn't just kind of down; it was super down. The internet was pissed.
Was it about 5 hours? Is that why you played this game?
It was longer than 5 hours. In fact, I didn't even play this game yesterday while it was down, to be perfectly honest.
Played Rocket League instead.
You're too depressed.
I played Rocket League and Grand Theft Auto with Garrett. We've been playing some GTA 5.
Y'all need to hit me up when you start up the GTA.
Oh, really?
I just reinstalled it
Steam
myself.
hits you up
so.
automatically.
I'm not always at my computer, John.
Why not?
I have other things I gotta do.
Lives and such.
Calm down.
Yeah. So you mean calm
set the
down?
notifications
down.
on your phone.
Yeah.
So that way you can see,
Yeah.
oh, John's playing Grand Theft Auto. And you
I gotta
home
run
real
home.
fast,
Yeah,
and then-
yeah. Shit.
This isn't how you get invites, Josh.
When you getting your tonsils out, John? Whenever you get your tonsils out, let me know because I'll just stay home and we'll
down.
play GTA all the time.
That'll be the 11th through whenever I don't
You
die.
should tell them that you're also getting your tonsils out.
Yeah, the ones that don't exist.
Yeah, well then perfect.
Well,
they
then
don't
they'll
know.
never be able
Be
to
like,
find
see?
them.
Yeah. Look, they're gone now.
I healed in half the time John healed.
Just put two warheads at the
I'm
back
way
of my
more
throat and be
efficient
like,
at it
"Look
than
how
he is."
bad it
It
is."
hurts. It hurts so bad.
Aha.
Please don't do that. That sounds terrible.
You know you like
Hey,
it.
what did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
Yeah.
You like that joke? Shut up.
I can't wait to get home and tell Tyler.
I bet you he knows.
What happens
Maybe.
if you, when you inject human DNA into a goat?
Bad things.
You get banned from the petting zoo.
That's just gross.
I did like the bad
That was a-
things. That was pretty
Bad.
funny.
When you get banned.
I thought Adam would like the goat jokes.
I like good goat
He doesn't
jokes.
like it when you fuck goat jokes.
Yeah.
What? Everybody, that's all
Hey,
goats are
he's only
for.
half goat. Shut up.
You're not Scottish, John.
I thought it was an Arab
Take him to the
thing.
cliff.
You should also just,
It's really most people who don't have pretty women.
So what's Eden Claw's excuse?
You
some
just
people
said
are
it.
just into that shit.
Don't have pretty women.
Anyway, the Infento.
The Infento. Or it could be the I guess.
Infento?
Infento? Infant has two eyes in it, right? Because this is for little kids.
Infant?
Yeah.
Infant?
Because it could be the Infinto.
How do you think you spell infant?
I don't care. So, children don't concern me in the slightest. So, doesn't matter. Don't got
Garrett
space in my
looks
head
like
for
he's enjoying himself. I'm not
trivial-
gonna lie.
Super cake.
trivial information. Anyways, so, how many of you had a little tricycle when you were a kid?
Doesn't concern me in the slightest.
You were, what, were you never a child, just constantly an asshole?
Yeah, I was born this way.
Thank you for laughing so hard at that.
That was a good one. You got me good
Hey,
there,
Adam,
buddy.
do you remember blowing bubbles as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to talk to you.
Oh. Well. Damn it. I'm also gonna tell Tyler that joke.
Again, I bet he knows.
You might.
Because him and Bubbles, they're like this.
Yeah.
What?
Anyways, so how many of you did have like a little tricycle or like a little scooter as a kid? You know those tiny little like.
The Razor scooters?
Well, I mean, not quite the Razor scooter. That's meant for somebody a little bit older.
Are you
than
thinking
this.
like the big wheels? Where you
Yeah,
can just,
like a big
spin
wheel.
the wheel for a while on the
Oh,
ground.
you can burn out?
Yeah,
Because it's plastic.
yeah, there's no traction.
Oh, man, yes,
But
I
you're
had
like, oh,
one.
look how cool this is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm burning out. I'm so badass. Well, the Infento is a modular toy system that lets you build little tricycles or little sleds or little. Then they have different stages for different age groups. So, like, if you get the smallest kit, which is for the youngest age, it's also got like a little walker. So it's a handlebar, which is like little wheels in a cart, so little kids can learn to walk with it. And in fact, here, John, I'll let you go through.
Don't baby the kids and give them a walker, man. You gotta let them fall, bust their head.
I'll let you go through the shop so you can see what this is kind of about. What-
TBIs are good.
Yeah, crotch trophies are.
Here, it's loading up.
Traumatic brain injuries.
But the cool thing about this is it transforms into multiple different toys, all of them being
That's
some
a
sort
wagon.
of. Yeah, you can make little wagons. The other ones that you can get actually end up getting like pedals and a sprocket. The first one's just for like foot powered, so the little kids don't get too out of control. But all of the parts, you can take them all apart and put them all together with just a single Allen wrench. So the kids, you can actually teach your kids how to build things.
A ski chair.
Exactly. You can make ski chairs with them.
Fucking sled chair, bro.
You can make a
Sold.
sled
I'm
chair with a
fucking
little
sold.
trunk.
Why?
have
Because
a
they're
kid
so
now?
small to fit you?
God.
See, don't you wish you had this as a child? And if you slide
Dire
left or right
news.
on the packages, you'll see the other stuff that package can build.
So, the only thing I'm noticing is all of these are quite pricey.
They are, but every step up lets you build the step below it as well. So you get enough parts to build. So if you got the full kit, like yes, it's like $800, but you get all of the parts to be able to build everything that is possible with
I mean,
this.
that is rad. There's a lot of options here.
There are a ton of options, and it's also you can create other options too. These are just the ones that
if
come
you don't
with
live,
plans.
if you don't live by the snow,
You can opt
don't-
out of the snow stuff, and then it's cheaper. The snow ones are add-ons.
yeah, I know.
And
but
that's where you get, like-
the snow ones are what make this seem cool.
Yeah.
Fuck all your little tires. Like, I mean, it's cool.
No,
but
I think it's cool. The only critique I have is it looks like there's like a little chart on the website that shows like from toddler to teenager. So it looks like it's trying to be like you'll just buy this and this is gonna last you for the next 12 years by just adding more stuff on as your kid gets bigger. kind of thing.
Probably not.
That's not gonna work. I guarantee you, your kid is not gonna be interested in it for the next 13 years.
Probably not. I mean,
definitely.
if you get a big enough kit, they probably hit a certain age where they'll be interested in for a couple of years. You know, especially if you do get snow, because then they can be like, oh wait, now I can go turn that thing into it and have a rad little sled.
Right.
You know, but
at the
it's-
end of the day, it's still the same damn thing you've been using for a while now.
True.
From the kid's
True.
perspective.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. No, I mean that's true.
Where's the adult size version?
There's not an adult size version,
That's a problem.
unfortunately.
No, it is rad though. I mean, my dad would have never bought it for me. Mm-hmm. He'd have been like, "Keep dreaming."
I don't know.
guess.
I just like the fact that it's also like I said, it's modular. So like you could get creative with this and build different things. You could make a snow scooter, John, that you stood on the big ski, then use the little ski as your steerer. You could do all
Hey,
kinds of stuff with
No,
it.
and I'm saying if there's an adult version,
But yeah, unfortunately, it is only for kids. I'm sure there is a weight limit as well as. I mean, they said.
yeah,
that,
not this fat ass.
yeah.
Dude, I bust
Well,
that thing.
13 is like the highest age, it says.
Right. So
here,
what, like 120 pounds?
Depends on the 13-year-old.
Well, that's true. I don't know what 13-year-old kids weigh. I don't remember what I weighed at 13.
I'm pretty sure I was close to what I am now.
Fair enough.
Or like
Yeah, I was a big kid.
160, 170 or so.
I have no idea what I remember what I weighed.
So the kit that should be good for ages 0 to 13 is $650. That's still not terrible.
No, it's not. And then I guess
No.
if it's just, you add on the snow stuff, it's like another $250 for the full size. For the,
This is
all
why-
the
For the
kids.
big snow, yeah.
For the big
yeah.
snow, is that what it is?
250, 249,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah. So for $800, you could get literally everything. The one that's for all ages for summer and for winter, and then you could just go ham and make all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I
It's
just like
dope. No, it's dope.
I like the fact that it also like lets the kids learn how to build things and be creative and think out of the box and
make a death trap.
yeah, and then kill themselves.
That's what happens, Bobby, when you don't tighten the Allen bolts. Mangled at the bottom of a hill because it came apart.
This is what you get.
It hurts. But yeah, I don't know. I like the critical thinking thing on top of something that you can make really rad things and have a lot of fun with. Although I will agree with Adam, you're not going to be interested in this for 13 years.
Nope.
I mean, it would be great for like little kids if you got it when they were younger, so they like can start like propping themselves up on it and walking around because they won't care that it's the same thing for a couple years.
Why would you
know
want to
about
increase
that. I
the
feel
baby's
like-
mobility?
I feel like for younger kids, I guess it depends, right? If you're looking forward to building it yourself, then yeah, younger kids is the way to
Well,
go,
right, yeah. I
you
mean,
know?
obviously, your 2-year-old's not going to build its own scooter.
I think for the kid, like, as a kid, I probably would have appreciated this more around
like 8,
10 or 11, where I could be building the different things.
even 8 or
you
9.
know.
Like,
Right.
but yeah, no, I
But,
agree with
yeah.
you. And I think that's why they have the younger kid is also a lot more basic. Because if you look at the younger kid, it's like 4 bolts and the things together, as opposed so the parents could very quickly slap them together. Because you're right, if you do get it for a younger kid, they're probably not going to be able to build this stuff on their own. I mean, at a best situation, you'll be doing it together until they're at least, like you said, 9 or 10.
Right. And then it's just, oh, daddy building a new thing for me again. You know?
Yeah. Now, if they came up with like motor kits for this too, for older kids,
Then it'd get really
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
that's what I think. I think they're targeting it wrong. I think instead of targeting like 0 to 13, they should be targeting like 8 to 16 or something
Fair enough.
like that.
And then the
know?
biggest kit, lets you build like a little motorized scooter,
Right.
yeah, or a little motorized skateboard or something.
Nobody buys their infant, like
a
their young kids.
$600 thing that's
Bingo.
gonna last them for the next 12 years.
Bingo.
Well,
You buy them shit that they're gonna break in the next 3 months.
Well, once they
and
know
then-
what they like,
Yeah.
like once they have a good understanding of what they're gonna like,
Yeah.
like they're gonna like that for a good 8 years, get
Yeah,
it.
if they just made these a little sturdier and skewed them more towards
The other age.
an older audience, I think it would be better, personally.
just stop having children.
That's my plan.
And then you can afford to buy your own, like, snowmobile or something.
I'm buying one with a motor.
A child
I think that's illegal.
with a motor? Nah, that's like a standard Ford package.
Here, your new car comes with a child. Aw. Damn it.
Powered by the heart of a child.
Can I sell it back? Nope.
Lemon.
There's laws against this,
Put sugar in the tank.
But that's pretty much all I got for it. Like, it's a really basic gadget. Like I said, everything is put together with one Allen wrench. All of the bolts are the exact
Fair.
same, so everything's super, super interchangeable. You can get creative with it. I mean, yes, it does come with some designs, but if you've got one of those creative kids that's a tinkerer and likes to mess around with shit specifically, nice view, Garrett. Then this might be for them, like you said, especially in like the 10-year-old range where they are going to want to start doing stuff a little more hands-on and on themselves.
Yeah, because the trike's pretty cool.
Right? Exactly. I would have
yeah.
dug the shit
Fuck
out of
yeah.
that when I was a kid.
Has a weight limit of 110 pounds, but
So yeah, like 8 to 10 then.
yeah.
Aaron's just fucking the town up.
Wow, he's punching other ones.
That
Good thing, because I can't do shit.
I don't know if I want to sit on just like a single seat.
That one I was a little like, why would you just like a ski with a platform that you sit on?
Garrett, your blades are damaged.
No control
Yeah,
at
I don't
all.
have any more.
No, you
Like,
could
you're-
totally do that.
Your
man.
only hope is to go
Can you just, like,
fast
lean?
enough so that way you balance yourself.
That's
You
true.
know? But yeah, I feel like you lean too far, you're gonna fall out.
Yeah,
There's
show that
nothing-
one to John. That one right down there.
It's
You
just
think
a
you could
ski with a seat on it.
Yeah, dude, you could totally do it. You just got to get
All right,
rolling.
I'm gonna strap a seat to a ski and we'll see if you can do it.
All right, dude.
Let's make this happen.
You build it similar
John will
to
come.
what you've got there in the picture, and take me to a slope, and I will figure that chair out.
You can
I
have
really
the
want this to
producer chair.
happen. You need to get our not Junkrat. Well, that'll work to find
we
us
can
a
find
ski.
a ski.
Yeah.
Junkrat.
For sure.
Thanks, Robert.
Or actually, a
It doesn't even have
snowboard.
to be straight.
That's true. Actually, a snowboard might even be better because it'd be easier
It
to
would
set a
be.
platform on.
This looks more like a snowboard, like
it does.
a
It's not
mini snowboard.
Yeah, it's not super narrow like a ski.
I can't wait to see this ghetto jury rigged fucking.
It's gonna be like duct tape to the
snowboard. All right, John.
Little kid's chair that's only like this big.
Give him a push.
You're just gonna go down this double black diamond now and show us how this chair works.
Just figure it out, John.
That thing would disintegrate. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I
to
don't know. I
trust
would have
you
loved
guys.
this thing when I was a kid, but then again, I'm the type of kid that this would be for. I could definitely see a lot
You
of
have no
kids
gas.
not wanting.
I don't know
this.
where do I get more?
I would have
Yeah,
really
we-
enjoyed
just got
this
some.
around 10 to
Yeah.
12, or around that age.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially like when you understand how to build and like basically problem solve on your own for
I
the
guess
first
that's
time.
my thing. It just feels like a waste. They shouldn't advertise it for the toddler market. I think that's kind
Fair
of a
enough.
waste for it.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the wheelbarrow, the wagon,
Yeah.
or the walking platform. Baby walkers.
They have those things so babies can learn to move around and stuff.
Yeah,
And
but like I said, why
pop
would you want to
themselves up.
increase a baby's mobility?
So it becomes
That's like-
independent,
Because
it
you
doesn't
want them
depend
to
on
learn
you.
how to walk.
Yeah.
John.
Precious time when they are only
You don't
late.
want to carry them around. Trust me. You don't
could-
want to carry them around longer than you have to.
You could leave them on the floor though, and
One
know
of
that
the
they can't fucking
best
go
things-
anywhere.
One of the best things is when they can walk on their own. You don't have a baby on your arm.
And then they fall.
And then you laugh.
The falling's part of the
walking,
part of the
yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Shit, I'm almost 30 and I still do it.
Yeah. See.
I can't.
And it gets funnier the older you get too.
They don't do a lot of walkers for babies anymore, for real though. Like, a lot of times you get more injuries that way.
Oh,
They do
then if they
those
just fall on their
those
own.
standing platforms where they can rock, and then later like push kind of cart things.
See, that's what I was
but-
thinking for this, like the later on where they get the push carts to where they can.
Which is
literally,
like the old school walkers where the
the-
kid could get going boom, across. The,
with the like you set them in the middle and it was
Yeah.
the little ring.
yeah, that shit would tip over. I don't even think they really make too many of those.
Okay, that I
anymore,
understand.
so.
Like, yeah, because you can't make an actual walker with this, but you can make, like you said, like a little push cart where they can lean on it
Right,
like a little
right.
shopping cart.
You kids, you have like like a lawnmower and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that you
exactly,
walk
same
around.
thing. Yeah, same type of thought at least. But that's pretty much all I got on the Infento. It's a toy I wish I really had 14 years ago. Say 16 years ago, actually. But
Give it
yeah,
a little more time.
yeah. Well, I'm 28. At 14, I was far too busy worrying about other things than toys.
At 14,
Yeah. Ladies, John, when did you hit puberty?
I
Last
didn't-
year.
Last year.
still waiting.
Still waiting.
It's gonna happen.
I was still into
They're
toys
gonna
then. But
drop.
they were much bigger toys.
Fair enough.
And motorized.
Yes.
And alive.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you?
no.
Okay.
What?
I had a very interesting childhood, buddy.
Yeah.
Very interesting childhood.
I was talking about cars, but
Anyways, I think that'll do it for this week. Got anything else?
Yeah, we have a new video out in Gang Beasts.
Yeah.
We actually released it last Friday. Lots of fun.
Still sounds rapey.
I choked so hard watching Adam and Adam topple over that fucking railing together. And then, no, it was Adam and John.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then John was like, I got this. And then, whoo, there he goes.
I thought we had survived, and I was immediately. It was a rude awakening.
But the guys had so much fun playing that game that they
that
did
really
another one.
fun?
They did
Yes, we
another
did.
video in Gang Beasts, which should be out this Friday. But, don't hold your breath. Or no promises. How about that? No promises.
Or hold your breath and see how long you can go for.
Yeah, there you go. If you make it more than a minute, let us know.
If you make another whole new video, that's pretty awesome.
You are a superhuman.
if you die, then sorry. You're
Not
probably
on
one of
us.
those people that would have believed Facebook fake news anyway.
This is true. This is true.
Um,
You know, you actually can't die from just holding your breath. Your body will force you to breathe when you
Yeah,
pass
well,
out.
you'll just pass out and start breathing.
Yeah.
we
Still would
are
suck.
we are in a
Yes,
new
it
year.
would.
We are in a new year. So if there's a game that we need to do better on or need to do more of, let us know. We'll do our best to
Red
stream that.
trigger.
And as always, any suggestions you guys have for us to stream or play or record video in, let us know.
Yep. We like to hear
Um,
from people.
That's all I got.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
And you can
thanks
buy the
for-
game for us. Just saying.
you can-
As Adam
John
says,
wants his
always.
$30 back.
I gotta recoup somehow, man.
But thanks for joining us again, and I will see you guys.
Oh
next
wait,
week.
before we leave, James says
Oh.
he's definitely making John a barstool racing rig.
Yeah.
Yes. Do it.
There we go, John. It's
So-
happening. I can't wait to watch you break your fucking neck.
Yeah. Well, everybody will watch it because we're definitely making a video.
Oh,
of that.
yeah, we are.
Peter
Can I have
should
ski
be
poles?
Peter should
Nope.
be back
You
next
said
week.
you could do it.
Peter should be back next week, and he had promised some gadget videos for us in the future. So I'm gonna try and hound him about that too.
All right.
See what happens there.
Well,
Always good. The more
Oh,
the
yes.
better. So.
can I go home now?
Wow. Yes.
Can you?
Oh, the pregnant one.
That's why I'm asking.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Later,
Later,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.
Tschüss. Bis dann.
Still on Twitch.
Auf Wiedersehen.
You know, it's a real thing in Montana. The Barstool on a ski thing.
Is it really?
Yep, there are races every year.
Oh, wow.
See? I'm going to master it, and I'm going to win.
I still want to watch John Buster.